Cool kids. What it is? Cool kids. I just wanted to talk to you guys very quickly about something that has been bothering me since silver started its run up in October. I think it was October. It's important that we look to the future because we probably have one. Most typically, a future is available to be had for many of us. So, I want to talk about the future with you, cool kids, because I want you to believe in what could be and never forget what was. Oh yeah, cool kids. So anyway, the cool part about this is very simple. The price of the numismatic factor has not kept up with silver because it's been going up so quickly. As a matter of fact, we should probably check the price of silver right freaking now and see what's going on here. Because I was excited yesterday to see that silver had dropped. Now, you're probably saying, that's crazy talk. What is wrong with this guy? Well, the truth is, silver needs to drop a little bit because it's gone up too far, too fast, in my opinion. And it's healthier for a market to go up and down. Up and down. It shouldn't be a straight shot up. You know, the moon shot that we've been hearing about all these years. Well, guess what, folks? This sure looks like it might be it, but guess what? The cure for high prices is high prices. Okay? So that's what I wanted to talk about with today's video. I want to talk about when things normalize and what those buying opportunities now could be, depending on where it normalizes at. That is important to remember. That is a major factor. Like, it might be a very bad idea to be buying silver at all right now. But I can't tell you that. You have to do your own due diligence. I'm not giving investment advice. That would be crazy of me. Wild. I'd be a wild and crazy guy. So, what I want to present to you is the following. Case in point. If you were to have bought silver even a few months ago in October, and you were to try to purchase one of the items I'm about to show you, you would have paid a premium, a major premium. And I invite you guys to look this up on your own. Don't take my word for it. Right? But this Chinese 10 yuan coin from 1990, right? It's a bullion piece. It's 1 troy ounce. But go ahead and look up what these run. Yeah. Because silver was up, I was able to procure this at $70. Silver at that time was $50, I believe. It wasn't that long ago. You can find the video on my feed. Now, the coin obviously was worth more than 70 in the numismatic category if you like buying semi-numismatic pieces, which is precisely what this is. Now, why semi-numismatic instead of numismatic? Well, a couple reasons. One, it's bullion. Two, it's not meant for circulation. Okay, so those are the two qualifications for semi-numismatic. It is, and also it has to have a numismatic interest, right? If it's an actual coin or metal that's actually sought after, right? So there is the coin. It was made in China, and yeah, we got the old certificate of authenticity. Now, the problem is, for many of us, we're trying to figure out what should we be buying right now, since silver has gone, parabolic. It's what it's gone. I mean, we're many multiples of where silver was. And silver wasn't exactly cheap by my standards at the beginning of 2025. All right. So what I wanted you guys to consider was, what can I be buying now if I do need to stack, if I am dollar cost averaging, if I am not holding, right? Which I will refer you to the algorithm that I follow for stacking, which is if the GSR is 50 to 45, 55 to 45. Yes, that's correct. 55 to 45. You've entered no man's land, which means you don't do anything. You don't sell, you don't buy, you don't trade. You just sit. You sit and you relax, okay? Now, many of you have seen my kangaroo collection, right? But what you don't realize is when I bought these coins, not all of them, but most of them were well above melt, okay? They're all now, except for this one, maybe one or two others, but literally just this one. Everyone was had under melt, and there's a chance silver's going to catch up to what I paid for this one. Now, the other important thing to notice is that this one that I just got, right, is already under melt for what I paid for it. I just got this not even a month ago to complete my, years of kangaroos. I don't have every kangaroo ever made. Like, I don't have the gilded with golds and all this stuff. I don't have the proofs, but I have the frosted coins from every year. Okay, now some years they made more than one, and I didn't buy more than one. I bought one per year because that series is kind of weird, honestly. But since I bought this, because I paid $80 for it even. It's $10 under melt right now. Well, hold on, we're gonna check that. I just got it a couple weeks ago, guys. It wasn't long ago. It was very recently. All right, so we're right now. Now, some of you guys go by the ask. I go by the bid, $92.71. Okay, $92.71. The ask is $92.96, but the difference is negligible right now. But that can change. My point is, I go by the bid, not the ask. If you're a dealer, go by the ask, man. You bad. I ain't that. I'm just a dude trying to have a collection, okay? Now, my point is, you could do worse than buying semi-numismatic coins right now. The U.S. Mint deals are gone. And I hope you guys got in on some of that. But this stuff can be found at or under melt. Let's check right now. Matter of fact, we're going to go to eBay. I don't want to steer you guys astray. I promise you, this particular set is a little harder because a lot of these coins have a mintage of 10,000 or less. Okay, so that might not be the one you want. But kookaburras and stuff like that are way, way more accessible, right? So if you want kookaburras, right, this could be the time to get them. If there's some set you're wanting to put together, right? Now, I'm sure the hard dates, the pandas. Look, if you want a panda from the 80s, you're going to pay through the nose. Okay, here's one that they didn't even bother putting it in an envelope or nothing. You know, that's why I said this collection, I'm kind of over it because it's gotten so goofy as far as what is the standard and what isn't. It used to come in nice cards. You knew what you were getting. And then this happened. There was a couple years like this. 2022 and 2021, I believe they were. Yeah, where, the coin's not too bad. But what is that? What is that? Come on, man. What is that? What is it? What even is that? I gotta quit. All right. Hold on, cool kids. Cool kids, it's important to note that the time to be stacking this stuff, unless you believe silver is going to go up a lot more, in which case go ahead, was actually years ago. But you could have bought this at a premium then. A lot of this stuff wasn't available at or even near melt. right? So, really, the only reason I'm bringing this stuff up is because it might actually be worth stacking now, all right? Because the premiums are going to be much lower than they used to be. Just to be clear. Also, depending on where silver normalizes, the premiums will come back. They will come back someday. The question is, will they come back at 90, or will they come back when silver drops to 20? We don't know. So I want you to know that there are risks. There's always risks involved in this sort of thing. But if you think silver is going to stay where it's at or something close to it, this might be a reasonable way to get into the game and really make your stack pop if you're, care. Honestly, generic rounds are really the way to go, guys. Okay, now that we covered that, I will tell you, I just have been getting lot after lot of world silver under melt, and I've been getting it in the $50 and $60 range, okay, per ounce. But the problem with that stuff, as you know, is no one wants to take the time to learn it. And that is going to cost whoever buys it and whoever is buying it, because they're not going to recognize the deal that's available. And it's just rough. It's rough all around. Silver is just a tricky game. The refiners will take it, though. All right, I've got it up. I want to show you some of the things that are ending soon. Here is in a holder. Keep that in mind. That's in a holder. First strike, mint state 70. I don't know. Yeah, PCGS it looks like. So that's a legit holder. If it's legit, but it looks legit. $94 with 1 hour and 15 minutes left. Now, that is not a bad coin. The mintages on a lot of these kookaburras after, I think, 1993 or so are lower. And then they go up at some point. I'm trying to remember the year. But it's still more, it's more available than this stuff, guys. The highest mintage on any of these coins that you're seeing is 30,000, I believe. 35 might be. Which, the lowest kookaburra is 100,000 or so, I think. So, you're talking 3 to 4x at a minimum and up to 10 to 20x on the extremes. All right, on the mintages. But you see here, don't forget the Australia stuff. It's going to have horrible shipping prices. Although they do combine shipping often, and you can't ask that. If you buy enough coins, if you buy a roll, you're not going to be worried about, $7.80 or $23. You're not going to care. Okay, here we go. This is a great example. That's a little above melt. 2018. So I just picked kookaburras randomly. But that one's in a holder for 107, right? So that's not bad. Again, 110 for a holder. Here we go. Now we're talking. There's $96 you can potentially, depending on how much higher that bids up. $92, 79. There we go. Now we're really talking. 79. 1 day left. Almost 2 days left. Expect that to go for like $96, $97, but it's in a holder. Same thing here, guys. Check it out. And you know what? It's probably people just thinking the same way I'm thinking. They're just getting the kooks while they can get them. People have been waiting years to get the kooks, and now they're not that far over melt anymore. But let's look at something a little more common. Let's look at a Canadian maple leaf. Canadian maple leaf. That might be a little more reasonable, right? They make millions of them a year. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Yep. 2 hours left. We are at 96.80. Right, and that's a 2015. Here we go. This one's under melt with only 2 hours left. 2013. Here's one under melt with only 2 hours left. Right, so I would consider these more sovereigns. This one's under melt. hour. But yeah, this is definitely now 93 is a better date, so you guys might want to. That'll be yeah. If you put in the right offer, that could be under melt right now. Yeah, but that's a better date. 93 is a better date. You might want that. This one, what is it? 1.5 ounce. I knew there had to be something going on. That might be worth looking at. That's a buy it now, guys. So 1.5 ounces. Well, that's going to be 45 and 90, right? Yeah, so that's a good bit over melt, but it's also in a holder. So that yeah, not too terrible. That's not too terrible. And this one's a touch over melt. It's 89 though, so you're talking a real good year on that one. Here's one in a holder for 67 plus 499. I mean, 53 minutes left, guys. I'm telling you just this. The stuff that used to have a premium, the premiums are melting away. You can get them in holders, guys. In holders. The holders actually sweeten the deal a little bit. They don't really matter. I would argue they don't even matter. The raw coins probably cost similar to what the holders do. Should you get the holder? Sure. I don't really care about them. If you can appraise your own coins, you don't need a damn holder. But if you can't, that's okay. Get the holder if it makes you feel good. I'm not trying to poo-poo the holder. I'm just trying to say that if you can get the same coin with a holder as you can without the holder, the only time I would caution is if it's not a mint state 70, because there is a chance that you could grab the mint state 70 coin in the raw, in a capsule, as long as it's in a capsule. And if you have one that's graded out at 69, you already know it's a 69. And that does really hurt the value, because people who buy holders, they all want mint state 70, which it shows how spoiled actually coin collectors really are these days. I hate to say that, but wow, what a time to be in the numismatic game. Guys, semi-numismatics can be had near or below melt, as I just showed you. I could go to sold listings, but I think you get it. But the real value, as far as I'm concerned, is getting silver under melt. And you are way more likely to do that with this stuff right here. This is world silver, okay? This is my bread and butter. Now, forget that Barber half. That was bought at a pawn shop. But this is world silver mostly. And it's almost all under melt. There's one coin in there I just opened that I put in there. It's going to the storage once we get that vote on the... check out my update on Australia coin for silver coins around the world. Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. You guys are voting, so do vote. It's important to get your word out, and you get to pick for my collection. Now, how cool is that? Who does that? Who does that? That's crazy. You guys are going to choose for me. I think that's a really nice deal, if you care. But you probably shouldn't care. Now, cool kids, here's what I want you to do. I want you to like, share, and subscribe. All that jive. I want you to stay alive, and I want you to thrive. And I want you to find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. And thanks for sitting and chatting with me. Take care.